Welcome back. All right, so two more games to review, and then we go into the evening's games. There's 9 games tonight in the National Hockey League, with these 4 already behind me, so it's not going to be that bad. That being said, did the results surprise me today? Not really. So we'll start things off. We're going to talk about the Arizona Coyotes and the Ottawa Senators. So it's Vejmelka versus Forsberg. Man, Vejmelka, his numbers are, yeah, they're going to be awful all year. I didn't get into him for like being off to a slow start because Arizona's not a very good team. So early jump for the Sens. The shots are 2-0 in their favor at 4 minutes, and then Shane Pinto. He scores from Zub and Mott at 4:40. That's one of the best third lines in hockey right now. Seriously, Mott, Pinto, those guys have some good chemistry, and I mean we know from Vancouver here how good Mott can be. So the 4-game goal scoring streak, and it was on a turnover by Arizona. Sens press for more, and they get it. At 6:17, it's Norris with his first goal of the season from Sanderson and DeBrincat. Norris tips that one in front. That's only the 4th shot on goal. They scored on consecutive shots. Coyotes get a power play. That's killed off. Lots of power plays tonight in this one, or this afternoon in this one. It was evening in Ottawa, so I can say this evening. Holden is denied on a rush. They're shoving then after a hold by Forsberg. We get 2 minutes of 4-on-4. The Sens had a minute and 10 seconds of 4-on-3. We go back to 4-on-4. There's penalties galore at this point in the game. Shabbat's denied. Shot deflects out. Mosier then fanned on a net drive. Better second half for the Coyotes, but they're already down 2-0, and 17.8 seconds left. The Coyotes get a power play. So we're going into the second period. Ghost has a shot that's blocked. Sends clear. There's a shorthanded Sanderson rush. That's held. But then Gunther, just before the penalty's over at 1:40, gets his first NHL goal. It's on the power play from Michelli and Valimaki. And he roofed it. It was a nice goal by Gunther. Sens then get a power play. They score on theirs as well. It's Tkachuk from Batherson and Stützle at 3 minutes and 25 seconds. Great cycle by Ottawa. And all Tkachuk had to do is just put it into the empty net. They set it up very, very nicely. But less than 20 seconds later at 3:47, no, 22 seconds later, I should say, Keller scores from Boyd. So Arizona's not letting them get away. It's 3-2, and so, good play here by Arizona, good fight back. Kachuk's then denied on a rush. The Coyotes press at 7.5 minutes. Shabbat's denied in close. Sens had too many men on the ice, no call. There were a couple. Both teams had too many men on the ice at points here, and it wasn't called. Then we had a fight between O'Brien and Kastelik. Shabbat has a rush chance. That's held. With 4:38 left, the Coyotes get a power play. That becomes a 4-on-4. DeBrincat shot his saves. Giroux fires one high when they had the power play. Everything's killed off. So we go to the third period. The score 3-2 in favor of Ottawa. And what I laughed at to myself was at the start they said, well, this is a little bit better for Arizona because they've allowed 6 in recent losses. And I thought, well, the game's not over yet. The night's still young. Third period, Holden fires wide. Coyotes clear. Joseph's denied from the slot. Kastelik was not. Kastelik gets a goal to trickle in past Vejmelka from Kelly at 6:15. And then Vejmelka thought he had the puck, but he dropped it. He never really had it, and Mott puts it into the net from Batherson and Pinto at 7:02. So Pinto with an assist to go with his goal in this one. Coyotes then get a power play. Gostisbehere's robbed. They had a good cycle, but that's killed off. And then at 12:08, Tkachuk on a home run pass from Sanderson. Stützle gets the secondary assist at 12:08, and he just buries it. So Brady Tkachuk is feeling it right now. Both Tkachuk brothers have started off very well for this season. But this is the one dark cloud over this game, and I don't know how dark of a cloud it's going to be, is that Norris got hurt. He exited, and as he was exiting, you could see him slam his stick and break it against the wall going down the tunnel. So that's not good news, right? It does mean that Pinto probably moves up to the second line, but does that throw off the chemistry of those lines if you move Pinto up? We just don't know. Coyotes get a power play, that's killed off. The Sens get a power play with a minute and 10 seconds left, and you could see the Coyotes are getting really frustrated. It's another 6-2 loss. This time, the shots, 13-6 Ottawa in the first, 10-8 Ottawa in the second, 9-8 Ottawa in the third. Final shots, 32-22 for the Sens. Power plays, Arizona 1 for 5, Ottawa 1 for 4. Hits, 28-24 for Ottawa. Vejmelka saves 26 out of 32. Forsberg saves 20 out of 22, and now Brady Tkachuk has hit 200 career points in the National Hockey League. excellent game. The Sens are now 3-2. The Coyotes are 1-4 on the season. Now, the other game that was taking place went much faster. You would think they were renting the ice by the hour. Both teams playing like the Islanders from last season. So it's Binnington versus Campbell in this one. Thomas couldn't bury an early chance. There were no shots in the game at 3.5 minutes. There was a lot of flow to this game, though. As I said, it was much faster. And I'll discuss just how much faster pretty quickly here. Blues get a power play. They score on it. It's Torrey Krug. He scores from Tarasenko and Shen at 5:04 and was barred down. It was a point shot. Not much chance for Campbell on that one. The shots are 5-1 in favor of St. Louis at 6 minutes. They came out. They played very well right out of the gate. Barry's then denied as the Oilers finally show some signs of life and press a little bit. Walker has a rush chance that's saved. The Blues press, but they're kept to the outside. McDavid has a rush chance that's defended. The Oilers press with 3.5 minutes left, but the Blues are doing a very good job of shot blocking, and they did throughout this game. A great road period by St. Louis. So we go to the second period. St. Louis up 1-0. Yamamoto had a rush chance that was saved. Bouchard had a blast that was held on to. Short rush opportunity saved. Good start for the Oilers and for Binnington. Binnington showing that he's got his confidence this season. The shots are 5-1 for the Oilers 8 minutes into this period. So it's the opposite of the first period, except the Oilers just don't have that goal. We went 7+ minutes without a whistle. So again, this game was just flying, which is fine for St. Louis. There was clearly a game plan in this one. Don't let Edmonton get the puck and don't let them get any momentum. Leddy has a shot that's blocked. O'Reilly had a chance that was held. We finally got that whistle after more than 7 minutes of continuous action. The Oilers press with 6.5 minutes left. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins nearly buries one as the Oilers press. Things are opening up late in that second period. But after the second period, as I turn over to this game, there was 8 minutes and 24 seconds left in this game's second period when this game's second period ends. They started at the same time. So that tells you how much, almost a half a period faster. So if you're an Oilers fan, at least it was quick. Third period, early Oilers press. The Blues, though, they're still blocking shots. Neighbors had a net drive. That was held. He was out there doing his normal shift disturbing. Blues press at 3.5 minutes. McDavid had a rush chance that was saved. The shots are 5-1 for the Blues at 5.5 minutes. They're doing their best to lock this down in the third period, and they did quite well. Hyman's denied on a 3-on-2. The Oilers press. Kane had a chance that was held. As the Oilers get that momentum, you know they're going to get, but the Blues did their best to limit those chances. 10:03 left. The Oilers get their first and what would be only power play of the game. And there was a shorthanded 2-on-1 for the Blues that killed some time. And not only did they kill that off, the Oilers didn't manage a shot. So while Neighbors, I believe it was Neighbors that goes to the box, and you could see this feeling of, I can't believe that. The Blues' plan tonight was no penalties. But they survived that. They don't allow any shots. Now McDavid rushed after. The Blues, I thought, were a little guilty of hanging on with 7 minutes left, allowing the Oilers too easy of a zone entry, I thought. And not only that, but when they got to center, they would just dump it in and get that line change rather than trying to generate any opportunities. So Leddy had a shot that was saved with 2:25 left, which I thought was not important, but noteworthy, because that means that they have it in the Oilers' end when the Oilers would love to have the goalie pulled. So Draisaitl has a rush chance that's saved. The goalie gets pulled with 1 minute and 50 seconds left. The Blues are guilty of icing with 1 minute and 32 seconds left. But after another icing call as well, Falk hits the empty net. Thomas with the assist at 18:58, and it was right in the middle of the net from about 200 feet away. It's very impressive when a guy does that. It is fun. And it's fun to try that. I know when I've been on ice and I got a puck and a stick, I'm like, I wonder if I can hit the empty net. The answer is sometimes yes, sometimes no. The thing is, that's not in the NHL, and that's without the NHLers bearing down on you. So I admire when a guy can hit the center of the net from a distance, and I think those are pretty legit goals. So they pulled the goalie again with 40 seconds left, but the Oilers are unable to generate anything to tie the game. Your final score is 2-0. St. Louis with maybe their most impressive win of the season thus far. They're 3-0, so they've won all 3 games. The Oilers 2-3, and the Blues are the only undefeated team in the NHL right now. Your shots, 9-5, St. Louis in the first, 10-5, Edmonton in the second, 8-7, St. Louis in the third. Final shots are 22 apiece. Not an Oilers style of game here. The power play, St. Louis 1-for-1, Edmonton 0-for-1. The hits were 29-29. Binnington saves all 22 shots for his 11th career shutout, and Campbell saves 20 out of 21. Pretty much a perfect road game by St. Louis. Was it pretty? No. Was it easy to watch? Are you kidding me? Compared to this game, this was fun. This was a chess match. But St. Louis gets the win. It's not about how you win, it's how many. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts. And if you're an Oilers fan, are you concerned? Because this one, to me, is more concerning than the other setbacks they've had thus far this season. And they drop back to below 500 at 2-3. Are you concerned, or it's early in the season, you're not worried about it? Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.